We have a new hero coming to Overwatch 2. Everybody, this is Hazard. And honestly, I would have really liked it if they called him Freaks, because it would be just really funny to outright say, guys, everybody jump on the Freak, get the Freak. I think that would just be really funny in an ironic way. But the animated short is out, and what I'm here to do is break down his possible abilities until we get it revealed. Now, the interesting thing is he's actually coming much sooner than anticipated. So it says over here that he will be free to play. He will be, sorry, not free to play. He'll be available to play during November 22nd to 25. So he's actually hanging around. He's coming to the game around this point in period. So we'll get to play him during this coming weekend for 3 days, which is going to be very, very interesting. Now, what does he do? I actually feel like they did a good job. Usually when they do these like little animated shorts, they do their best to kind of showcase the hero's abilities. Now, over here, so anybody keeping up with the lore, actually, you know what? I'm not going to blow your mind with the lore. I will go on to a massive rant. But so he gets charged up with the thing in Oasis, and that actually powers him up further. So obviously, this is going to be a part of his ultimate, where once he gets merged up with the crystal, like sorry, once he gets powered up from that purple goo or whatever it is, it's going to allow him to just kind of mutate, get bigger, or whatever. Now you can actually see his weapon over here. I don't know if it's a minigun. It kind of just looks like Orissa's fusion driver. If it could do like burst shots, we're not entirely sure if it's hit scan or projectile yet. But I do want to talk about the hero. It's something to talk about. I also have some concerns in regarding to the face of the character, but we'll get there a little bit later. So he clearly like this could be for the first time like a new dive hero. Again, I don't know if I'm thinking too much into it, but he does jump up and he creates like this sickle in his arm. So can this be his engagement ability, right? So he creates that little sickle blade, arm blade, whatever you want to call it, and then he slams the floor. This could also be his ultimate, that it's a big CC slam on the floor, and in a big 360 cone, he sends people just flying all over the place. I think that could be quite interesting. We're just speculating about the hero, by the way. So again, if you get a better look at him, it does kind of look, again, like I said, it really does look like Orissa's fusion driver did it. It could be that maybe the Freaks, that's what the name of the group is. By the way, that one, the Omnic over there is Susie, and that over there, if I'm not mistaken, I think her name is Hayes, and both of them look lovely design-wise. I believe this is a new Omnic type as well. I do keep up with the Overwatch lore, but I'm not super deep into it as much as I used to be. So if anybody is deeper than I am, then let me know. I do believe this is a new Omnic type. So we can clearly see Hazard is, juiced up. He's got the fusion driver, probably got it from an OR-15 unit, wherever his backstory comes from. We'll probably learn. So you can see it kind of opens up and shoots out the projectiles. I think they actually give us a little demonstration over here. Like he shoots out like these shards. So most likely it's like projectiles, like, it's most likely a projectile thing. It could be like a reworked Roadhog right click, like the old school Roadhog right click. You guys remember, like it's in Overwatch Classic. So it could be something like that. Now, this is interesting. I think, we've always talked about May becoming a tank, and I think they're finally going down this route. Now, look at this over here. He he aims his gun at a certain point, which I assume, we'll be able to select. And in that point, he actually creates, well, a hazard, right? He creates a crystal. And I'm not going to lie, this might be a huge call for concern, because imagine you're playing any brawl tank and now he creates his pillar and then May creates another pillar over here and now you can't run away. I hope this is just for funsies and showcase in the cinematic. But we have talked about that creating walls and pillars and things like that are some things that tank do in order to create situations where they can apply pressure. It could also be that he shoots out this yeah, well, there it is. You can see over there like this crystal ball or whatever it is into a zone, and once it lands, it just grows, and anybody near it will get booped by it. I think if that's the case, that's going to be super annoying. And assuming that I'm true, again, guys, this is a speculation video because we don't have visibility list just yet, and the second it comes out, I will cover it, so don't worry about it. I think I think if it's going to be this strong that it can actually do something like this, Diva should be able to eat it. I think Genji should be able to deflect it, etc., etc. Like, you want to have the usual interactions. Sigma's graphs, should be able to take it in. So definitely this one has the potential, like plus May. This might be a little bit scary. And then moving on over here, you can see I do believe this is the ultimate. He's getting much more powered up. he leaps up into the air, and that's where he does the big spike attack. So if you have seen Oasis in this past month or so, you will see that all over Oasis, the crystals are kind of all over the place, right? So I do believe that's what Hazard does. He's kind of thrown the, his most likely his ultimate is that he leaps up into the air, and in a certain area he rains down the crystals. This could be, you see, so he like goes up, then like it's like a turtle thing, right? Also, damn, they can do a lot of fun turtle skins with him. So like he leaps up into the air, the crystals at his back charge up. It does look like a turtle shell. They probably go up into the sky and then land down on a certain spot, right? So I think that's going to be really, really interesting. You can clearly see like over here, they're landing into this specific spot. Now they actually spread out across the entire Oasis map. Like this is exactly what it looks like in the map as well. They are outrunning, I believe, some Helix agents, unless I'm wrong. They're not Overwatch agents. I don't know when this takes place in the timeline. This is like, the Overwatch lore has become a little bit problematic in the way that they've been telling their stories lately. But interesting character. I think he looks really cool. I think he looks fun to play. But honestly, despite what the kit might look like, isn't this another brawl tank? Like kind of putting together everything. So he has the ability again. So assuming, guys, remember, like whenever they do the cinematics and a hero gets to kind of, do their thing, they do showcase their abilities. Now, again, he has a leap. He has a leap forward. This does seem like a leap forward into a ground slam. I don't know if he'll actually be able to boop everybody. Now, the coolest thing could be is that this is maybe like a newly reworked Doomfist slam type of thing, and that could actually make the character really fun, but we'll have to wait and see. So he probably has a leap. I don't know if he actually slams the floor. He has the leap that allows him to cover distances. His gun is probably really good short range, okay at mid range, and then probably really bad at close range. Again, he's very close to people. His next ability is that he creates the crystals, and then obviously, now we see that his ultimate is his backpack charges up, the turtle shell charges up, and he shoots out all the different, like the spikes all over the place into a certain zone. We don't know if it will go into 360, but I do believe at least in the game he's probably going to be able to shoot it in a certain spot. So I think that's it, guys. I think that's the kit for Freaks, or Hazard, excuse me. What do you guys think? I think visually he looks okay. I do have one minor complaint. Overall, he looks cool. I love his clothes. I love his weapon. But is it just me? Is it just me? Hold on. I'm going to full screen this. Doesn't his face look like the young Jack Morrison Soldier 76 skin mixed in with Sigma? He even has the exact same Sigma eyebrows. Like, I can't be the only one that sees this, right? Like, surely you guys see this too, right? Like, otherwise I'm actually going crazy because he looks so similar to Sigma. Like, the upper half, like above the nose, it's Sigma, and then below it's Soldier 76's face just slightly stretched out. Like, again, I know people have complained that the Overwatch women faces are looking really similar lately. But dude, this one really is standing out like a sore thumb. Otherwise his design looks really cool. Purple is one of my favorite colors, so it's always nice to see black and purple together. Looks really cool, and looking forward to trying him out very soon. So guys, let me know, what do you think about Hazard? What do you think his kit is going to be? Let me know in the comment sections down below. I think he looks really cool, but I do hope that he's a bit of a different flavor. I think it's becoming incredibly tiring to see brawl tank after brawl tank after brawl tank. Every map is being designed brawl, brawl, brawl. It's really making the game feel just so one-dimensional. We have talked about this, that it is a problem in Overwatch, that the game is feeling really homogenous, really one-dimensional with the way that they're taking their characters. So I don't know. I hope to be proven wrong. Hopefully he's a dive tank, but I doubt it. His build also just looks like something that they tend to put on the brawl characters, on the brawl tanks, excuse me. So let's see. And if that's the case, then welcome to Brick Juno meta. You're going to fit in nicely. With that being said, everybody, I will see you in the next video.